Personalized oral language learning, POL, is a set of research based, concrete approaches that support language learning in all environments, particularly for dual language learners. POL focuses on developing children's vocabulary, oral language, and comprehension skills through strategic planning for language experiences. POL helps center based providers, home based providers, and family, friend, and neighbor caregivers understand the importance of bilingualism and provides guidance and a range of strategies to strengthen both children's home language and English. These strategies are designed to be implemented by both multilingual and monolingual adults. The three main components of personalized oral language learning, POL, are family supports, environmental supports, and instructional supports. Families are the most important partners in supporting their child's learning and development. They can make critical contributions to the cultural and linguistic richness of early learning settings, as well as provide the daily support necessary for both home language and English language development. POL provides concrete strategies for supporting families through ongoing communication and a variety of engagement activities. The Family Languages and Interests interview is an important part of the POL family supports. This tool helps providers identify dual language learners and concisely collect relevant information about a child's early language learning, better understanding the child's development from the family's perspective. POL provides concrete strategies to help for planning appropriate environments and intentionally selecting materials that promote an atmosphere of inclusiveness and support learning in both home language and English. These supports may include the arrangement of the physical space and culturally familiar pictures and materials that help children feel comfortable, accepted, safe, and intellectually engaged. Personalized oral language learning, POL, provides specific practical strategies that all providers can implement. These intentional practices promote dual language learners' oral language abilities, conceptual knowledge, and social emotional development throughout the day. There are 5 main elements of POL instructional supports. The first POL instructional support is anchor texts and experiences. With anchor texts, providers use interactive reading to enhance vocabulary and support language development and early literacy skills. This repetitive reading of books that reflect children's identity, family, and language helps providers focus their learning activities and environment. With anchor experiences, providers use repetitive vocabulary to map language onto children's concrete experiences. These experiences include special activities planned by the provider, as well as child-initiated engagement based on their interests. The verbal interactions during these experiences support language growth and develop into more complex conversations. The second POL instructional support is vocabulary imprinting. Providers use pictures, props, movements, and gestures to both introduce vocabulary and deepen children's understanding. These cues help children comprehend new words, and the repetitive use helps children recall this new vocabulary. The third POL instructional support is intentional messages. Providers use written and verbal statements to set the purpose of learning based on the vocabulary from anchor texts and experiences. These messages are used throughout the day to both introduce and reinforce rich content vocabulary. The fourth POL instructional support is songs and chants. Providers use songs and chants for children to hear, sing and say, and repeat the key vocabulary from anchor texts and experiences. The use of songs and chants builds on children's love of music and movement, allowing providers to teach strategic vocabulary and develop a sense of community. The final POL instructional support is extended activities. Providers plan appropriate environments and carefully select materials for children to explore the concepts and practice the key vocabulary from anchor texts and experiences. These extended activities can involve children independently exploring the environment with adult support, or be adult-led experiences such as games, cooking, and special art activities. These 5 instructional supports promote dual language learners' oral language abilities, conceptual knowledge, and social emotional development. The overall goal of personalized oral language learning, POL, is to offer guidance to a variety of providers across settings in integrating family, environmental, and instructional supports to promote language learning.